Blows. As always, I'm Adam. We got Chris and Keith, and let's talk NFL overtime and how we hate it. No, I'm just kidding.
No,
I'm not wrong on that statement there.
Yeah, sorry, Buffalo. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah,
sorry, Buffalo.
that was insane.
I think the NFL overtime needs to change in the playoffs. Just the playoffs. I'm okay with in the regular season if you want to have it that way.
I agree with that.
But in the playoffs, it needs to be like each team needs to get a possession.
Yeah.
You can still do the 10-minute clock, but each team needs a possession.
Yeah.
I think you can either line them up at like the opposite 35 and let them go. Line them up at their own 30.
Or what is it that you get it at the 25 on the touchback?
25 on a touchback, but that's what I'm saying. So I mean, if you want to line them up at the 25, line them up at the 35. But then they got to go the length of the field to get the score.
Yeah.
And
But
give
each team an opportunity.
Correct. So, I mean, granted, the other day, I understand that Buffalo shouldn't have done what they did to let Mahomes get down the field in 2 plays. 100% agree with that. I hate prevent defense. I think that was the absolute worst call they ever could have made.
Well, I don't think they played prevent. I think
No, they did. They
prevent.
They dropped 8 to like the 20-yard line on the opposite side of the field, and they just hit Tyreek for a little cross.
Travis Kelce.
No. But the first one that got him 20 yards in like 5 seconds was Tyreek Hill.
Yeah.
And then Travis Kelce, they just left unguarded. I don't know how do you leave the best line in the game unguarded?
You let him go up the seam and.
Whether you like it or not, Buffalo maybe not even deserve to win the game, but they deserve to have a chance to have the ball to go tie the football game.
I agree 100%. You got
get up there, score a touchdown. Even if you just change it slightly and say, okay, whoever scores first and makes their extra point can win the game. Because you've had kickers miss so many.
Butker missed one in that game.
Exactly. I mean, you had them miss so many extra points.
Butker missed in that game.
So it really just it doesn't make sense that. I don't know. I'll be honest with you. I'm the biggest fan of the new college football overtime rules. Like people want to talk about
go for two
after two. Yeah. I mean, I love that. Now I'm not asking for that. Like I think the NFL should play it how old college used to. You line it up, and whoever doesn't score finally.
Right. Go possession for possession. You score. You don't. You punt the ball off, and you got to play defense.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't make any sense.
I think that should definitely change in pros in the playoff.
Yeah.
Especially, I mean, because those 2 teams, I mean, obviously are the best 2 teams in the NFL right now, in my opinion.
They're at least the best 2 in the AFC. There wasn't a question whoever coming out of that was probably going to beat Cincinnati this week.
Oh, absolutely. They're going to destroy Cincinnati. But they're the best 2 quarterbacks in the league, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Josh Allen proved in that game that he's the real deal.
Yeah. I mean,
between him.
So like you said, maybe Buffalo may not have deserved to win it. Buffalo deserved a chance. To win it.
Yeah. Because I know you get to that point. Honestly, every coach when they score their touchdown and all they got to do is kick that extra point to tie it and go into another overtime. So a lot of them are gonna risk it for that too. They're gonna try and take it home.
Oh, absolutely.
They're gonna try and take the chance to
why kick a 33-yarder when you can go for 2 from the 2
and win it?
Right.
Yeah. So, and I think even the other coaches, I think if Kansas City might have even thought about going for 2 at that point.
Andy Reid would have thought of that.
Yeah. So, I think it's crazy, man. How are we in 2022? We've played so much football in the last almost 100 years now, and we still. We're still operating like this in overtime in the NFL.
How many times has this happened in the playoffs? It's happened several times in the playoffs.
Yeah, it's happened. I mean,
it's happened a couple times in the last 5 years. It didn't happen to Aaron Rodgers.
Yep.
It happened to Rodgers, and it happened to.
It happened to Mahomes.
I say
Mahomes 2 years ago.
Mahomes is what 3-1 now in playoff overtime games.
No, 1-3.
No, I think it's 3-1.
I thought it was 1-3. He hadn't won an overtime game.
Maybe.
I think he's 1-3 now. He was 0-3 going into this one.
That might be
because he never got a chance to get on the field.
I thought they were saying
one of those he never had a chance to get on the field.
It was New England 2019.
I thought there was one that they were saying. Oh, what I can't remember what the stat, but whatever he was like 3-1 in said games when.
I think that was just playoffs in general.
Leave a comment if you think we're crazy, or leave a comment if you agree with us. So. But that's
either
our
way, leave a comment.
Yeah. Tell us how you feel.
That's our opinion on the current NFL overtime rules. You know what? let's put our word to it. Is it going to change? Are they going to make changes this off season?
No.
It depends on how much backlash comes from
Gotta
it.
know.
It depends on how much backlash comes from it.
I'm going to say no as well. I don't think that. I don't think
It won't be this year. They'll probably change within the next 5.
Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, a lot of things can change in the next 5. Tom Brady might not be playing it. Never mind.
Tom Brady's done.
Tom Brady's a cyborg. He's gonna be playing in 5 years.
Yeah, he'll be playing in 5 years.
He's done.
He'll be playing in 5 years. So, all right. Well, that's our opinions on the NFL overtime. Leave a comment on what you think. If we're crazy, or if you totally agree with us, or if it just sucks in general. Sorry to the Buffalo Bills. And as always, make sure you're following us on Instagram and Facebook and subscribing to the channel. Thanks for the support.